Hey guys, it's Matt here with MC Welds Official. We're doing a 2024 tour of our 30-foot equipment trailer we call the Command Center. We're going to go from back to front on this video. You're going to kind of get to see what we use this trailer for, why we have the certain things that we have in this trailer, and I guess I'm going to start it off with tell a little bit more about what we do. So we are a for-hire welding service. Just like every other for-hire welding service, we install steel, we do handrail installations, we do custom fabrication, we do all that stuff that everybody else does. But what makes us kind of different from everybody else is we also offer the service of the industrial contracting sector and also the on-call punch list, you could call it. So contractors will call us from out of state. We will work with fab shops, other steel erectors, and other big general contracting companies and go out and do punch list items for them that's maybe not in a certain scope of the company, because when you're dealing with these bigger projects, a lot of things get overlooked. So some of the services that we offer are to go and fix those issues and kind of streamline the job site. And we do that for multiple sectors like commercial, private, industrial, federal, on the state level as well with government work. We're going to take a tour of this trailer and you guys can kind of see what we bring with us on a long-term job. So come on over here. Right here's pretty basic hand tools, digging for post holes, anything like as far as gravel rakes. I got a concrete come along, brooms, flat shovels, spade shovels. Every one of these shovels is sharpened and oiled every month and cleaned to make sure that we have a pretty efficient use of any labor hours that we use for our guys. It also makes their job a lot easier. Basic hand tools for cutting stuff, with an axe and splitting maul and stuff. And we'll go over to this wall. This is a pretty basic set of cables we got here. We got a couple 240 volt extension cords and some 110 extension cords and some adapters for 240. Got a couple of our harnesses here and some air hoses, some ropes, and then we got our oxygen acetylene kits that we usually stock in this trailer. We also have tri-gas mix as well as straight argon and C25 that we also stock with this trailer usually too. This little guy right here, this is a pretty tiny generator, but this generator is mainly used to support this trailer right when it hits the ground. When we mobilize this trailer, when we get onto a job site, that's the generator that starts the lights, it runs the compressor, we can charge laptop batteries, radio batteries, get the trailer up and going while our bigger generators are being set up to support the site. So we'll go over here. We've got one of our metal dollies that we use to move big heavy things across factory floors and job sites. You got to have a two-wheel dolly. This is our little welding fixture table. It is on wheels, so we can move this thing across an entire factory floor or a postal service terminal, or if we need to go do the work that we need to do. Up here is pretty general welding and fabrication stuff. We got our preheat weed burner torch, tiger torch, more hose for our oxy fuel, power adapters for our certain wire feeders, stick electrode holders and ground clamps, as well as some of our plasma cutting stuff. And this ladder is kind of particular to us. A lot of painters use them too. This is a two extension ladder. It's got a bed and two rungs on it. So a lot of people will call it a 3-fly, but technically this is a 2-fly ladder with a bed. This allows us to take this ladder through pretty much any man entry point, and this ladder will take us up 16 feet. So it's kind of cool. It's aluminum, it's pretty lightweight. It's come in plenty of use on stairwells and man entry points where we need to still get up high, but we can't get lifts and stuff like that in. Over here is our toolbox. All kinds of general tools that this is our general hand tool toolbox. Nothing too crazy, just we got some hammers in there, our layout markout tools, some general hand tools in there, and this one. This is where most of our fabrication tools will be. Pretty much everything in here is to do with fabrication. We got a 1 1/8 wrench and 11/16. If you guys are welders, you'll know what we use those for. Angle finders, assortment of other wrenches and tools specific to fabrication. These are more hand tools, clamps, and special drill bits. A set of our nice ones over there. And then on the bottom, looks like we got a roll of 316 44-pound spool and some other miscellaneous fixturing stuff. We'll go ahead and go on over here. And here is mainly other consumables. We got a lot of paint and finish stuff in here. And then some of these lockers we use for our employees to store their equipment and stuff in. Just a lot of general stuff. Over here is one of our consumables cabinets. Everything you'd need on a fabrication, consumable wise, fabrication or metal job site will be in here. We are a little bit low stocked right now, but we do have more items on the way. Over here, in here is where most of the machines sit. We got our chop saw, our air compressor, our Yuko rock, or non-shrinking fast setting grout. A lot of fluids to support the mobile part of the business for our vehicles and our air compressor maintenance and all that kind of stuff. Up here is a lot of smaller machines. We got plasma cutters and wire feeders, lights, bench grinders, multi-process machines. Of course, you got to have the job site radio. This trailer is equipped with an AC unit, and in here, over here, we also do have a microwave. It's a nice thing to have when you're on the road. The guys really do appreciate that. Up here is where we store some of our smaller wire for our wire feeders, for our spool guns. This is more of the stick electrode maintenance stuff, so we got extra parts for all of our stick electrodes because they do get banged around quite a bit, so it's good to keep those. A lot of general stuff, wire nuts, brad nailer stuff, flaring kit for some industrial stuff that we do. Just a whole lot of general stuff. There's not really a whole lot in these boxes. I don't think it's not as much as there used to be. But yeah, that's kind of this room. We call this room the kitchen only because it's got the microwave in it. So over here is our stairwell area. Over here is what we call the quick box. The quick box it's empty right now because we have some of the things out of this on other job sites or on other trucks right at the moment. But what this box does is it houses all of our cords and air hoses to get this command center up and going fast. So when this trailer sets up on a job site, when we get called in, say we get a call at 3 in the morning and we need to be at a job site at a state away or so, or 2 states away, this trailer goes, we get to the job site, we open this thing up. This cabinet is the first one that gets opened up. It has all of our air hoses, 240 cables and 110 cables, everything to get this trailer up and going. This trailer is kind of the heartbeat, along with our trucks. This trailer is the heartbeat of these longer term, sometimes even quicker turnaround jobs too. It's kind of the heartbeat of the whole job for our scope of work. So we call that the quick box. And it's just a small little toolbox like you put in the back of your S10 or Ranger. And we just put it right on the wall. We'll go ahead and start over here. Just a lot of general connectors for some older style machines. Sometimes we get on site, we get rental equipment that's got different connectors on it, and we've got to change them out with our connectors sometimes, or make adapters. These are all of our cord management devices. These are made by Rapid. We love their products, and we use these on all of our welding leads, and a lot of our stuff that hangs up in here does have them, especially when we put them in our gang boxes. We just got some extra, I think this one's just got sockets in it, and some of our clamps. And then in here is most of our gauges, spool gun stuff, other equipment like gas hoses. And then we got a lot of V-rings and caster wheels and stuff like that in there. And then down here is just some storage for our other stuff. On top we got our chargers for our batteries. And then in here, this is the newest addition to this trailer. This is kind of a mixed match of stuff in here. We've got some helmet up here for one of our guys. The person that takes this trailer to the job site, the truck that we use to do it, doesn't have a whole lot of space on it. Usually it's a 4-door truck, so usually in the back they'll put like their luggage or their personal stuff. We've had guys in the past, when we do longer jobs, bring their guitars with them to play at the hotel and stuff. So it's best to keep that stuff open for personal items and not get, that way you don't have luggage and everything in your trailers, and you know, the last thing you want is for something to fall. Even though everything's pretty well secured, you don't want anything to fall or an oil jug to spill on anybody's clothes. It's a bad day for everybody. So we've got some of our, one of our torches up here, torch rigs with the gauges already hooked up, ready to go, ready to grab. Our welding rated PFDs, I've done some videos on these before. If you want to know more about those, go check out that video. Of course, we got a lawn chair, some bucket bags, some welding rods, and in here also we're going to start storing more of our uniforms in here. This is a set of coveralls that we got from Centos, is where we get most of our uniforms. We don't have to do laundry anymore. We put them in a box and they come to our shop, they pick them up, and they drop them, swap them with clean stuff. We got a little Master Force pack out. We can throw a bunch of tools in there, head over to the spot that we're working at. So a traffic advisor is what I call that thing. It's just a little stand that we can stretch caution tape on or put a sign on. And in here is a lot of our hand tools, really. This is kind of most of where the tools in this trailer are. This box right here is actually getting ready to go on a parking garage job that we're getting ready to do this week. It's about a 4-month-long project. So we got some material in there for that. We've got a big SDS Max hammer drill, our smaller SDS hammer drill. Of course, we got to have a fire extinguisher, fuel for our leaf blower, shop vac. And then over here, you guys have seen in other videos, we've got our Hilti epoxy gun. It is a battery powered one. We've got a bucket of miscellaneous hand tools in there. Just very general construction type stuff. This box is, like I said, loaded out specifically for a project that we're getting ready to do. So that's over with. Come on over here. We can see that we got a leaf blower, and this is one of our jacks that we use to position beams or girders or spread things apart, or pipes if we have to move them or support them, lift them in place, that kind of stuff. That's pretty much it for the sides of this trailer. If you look up here, we have LED strip lights, or 4-foot shop lights, 6 of them routed the whole length of the trailer. And then in there, we also have a little 4-foot shop light up here as well. And that allows us to see everything as needed, because like I said before, we don't necessarily work normal hours. It's usually when we get a call, we usually mobilize once we get approval and everything from the GC. Depending on how hot the job is, we usually mobilize within a couple hours. So that's the Command Center tour of 2024. Thank you guys for watching, And make sure to like it, subscribe it, and all that other stuff everybody else tells you to do. And always stay profitable.